The first thing that we need to recognize is that there are two forms of development. There is horizontal development and there is vertical development. I think historically, when we have used the word development, we have used it primarily to mean horizontal development. And so let me define what each of these are. So horizontal development is adding more knowledge, skills, and competencies to what we have. So if you think about a high school class, a college class, what was the focus of those classes, for example? Well, the primary focus was probably gaining more knowledge. I want to test your knowledge. Maybe some of those classes were about developing new skills. Maybe if I'm in a finance class, I want to learn how to do pro forma projections, right? We're increasing both our knowledge as well as the skill of being able to do that. But there's a very little focus on our mental development, right? So horizontal development is the traditional form of development that we utilize. It's not bad, but it is limited, and we need to understand some of that. The way in which it's good is this horizontal development helps us to do more. So an analogy that helps me with this is that if I think about an iPad, if I download an app onto that iPad, what that new app does, it allows me to do more than what I could do previously, right? It broadens my functionality. And that's the value of horizontal development. It broadens our functionality, allows us to do more. So it is good, but we've got to ask ourselves the question, does adding an app onto the iPad improve how effectively that iPad can operate? Is it going to operate more quickly? Is it going to be able to manage the different programs that are going on more effectively? No, if anything, it might slow down that iPad, right? And so this is when we get into vertical development. Vertical development is elevating a person's ability to make meaning of their world in more cognitively and emotionally sophisticated ways. So the focus here isn't on doing more, it's on being better. It isn't adding an app onto the iPad, it's upgrading that iPad's operating system. So let me give you an example of this, all right? So most people respond to constructive criticism usually in getting defensive, right? And this is justifiable because constructive criticism could surely be hurtful. But is it cognitively and emotionally sophisticated? I'm not sure. But a level up might be, well, it depends on who delivers it and how they deliver it. To me, this feels more cognitively and emotionally sophisticated, but maybe not at the highest level. Right? I think if we're going to get near the highest level of cognitive and emotional sophistication, we've got to get to this place where we are good with being told that we're bad, and that we can see constructive criticism, regardless of who delivers it, as an opportunity to learn and grow. Right? To me, this feels really cognitively and emotionally sophisticated. And so when we talk about vertical development, what we're doing is we're elevating our cognitive and emotional sophistication to navigate our situations in the most productive ways.